A very good morning, students. Welcome to your SST class. And in today's class, we will discuss about this chapter, second part. Okay, I hope all topics are clear now in previous class. Okay, then let's start today's classes. And today's topic is the Himalayan mountain ranges. First, the Himalayan mountain ranges are divided in 4 zones. I told you in previous class also. The first is Himadri. First is Himadri. The Himadri, it is the north part of the Himalayan region. Okay, and the Himadri, it is like a great wall along the northern border of our country. Great wall of northern border of our country. Look at here in your book. This part, this is the upper direction, north. It is the northern part of our whole part of our country is covered. Look at here. Yes, this whole part is covered. It is the border of northern part of our country. Okay. The highest peak in the world that remains covered with snow throughout the year. It means throughout the year. In this part, the snow is found throughout the year. Understand? And this is the northern border of our country of India, northern border of India. Okay, these 2 points are very important. And the highest peak in the world that remain covered with snow throughout of the year, the Kanchenjunga and the Annapurna are 2 very high peaks in these ranges are found. And in the snow keeping moving down slowly, and the glaciers is also found in this. Glaciers, what is the meaning of this word? Glacier, what is the meaning of? Glacier means moving snow. Okay, ice, moving ice parts. The moving mass of ice is called glacier, and these glaciers are found in this part. Most of the river of the North India, such as Indus River, Satluj River, Ganga, Yamuna, and Brahmaputra originate from these glaciers, and these glaciers are found in this Himadri region. The Ganga river is originate from Gangotri glacier, and the Yamuna river is originate from Yamunotri glacier. Okay, these things are clear now. During the summer season, you know very well, the summer season there is no rain, there is a shortage of water. In the summer season, that glacier, the snow is melting, and that help the river to flow throughout the year. Understand? Okay, if the question is raised here, ma'am, where is the glacier? In which zone the glacier is found? It means the glacier is found in the Himadri zone. Okay, I think glaciers found. Okay, these are the important points from this. Then second is the Himachal, and it is the Lesser Himalayas. This range lies to the south of the Himadri region. It means down to the Himadri region, and in this part In this part, the hill station like that Srinagar, Gulmarg, Pahalgam, Shimla, Nainital, Manali, Darjeeling, these hill stations are found in this ranges. It means Himachal range, it is the lesser part of the Himalayas, and hill stations are found. Hill stations, some hill stations maybe you are going now. Yes, but in the Corona call, this time you are stay at your home, it means you save now. Okay. Hill stations are found in this region like that Nainital, Manali, Darjeeling, Shimla, Kullu, Srinagar, Pahalgam. These hill stations are found in this Himachal range, and the rivers from waterfall as they flow down from the mountains slopes of this region are covered with forest also. Okay, many fruits like that apple, plums, peaches, apricot, and different types of different kinds of nuts are found. Cherries also grow in this region, and in this region there are mountains. Which type of farming are going? It means terrace farming. Terrace farming, it means stairs, like a stairs. Terrace farming, look at here in your book, the terrace farming is picture. Look at here. Look at here, the fields are like a stairs, and in this region, in this mountain region, the farmers are grow crops in the terrace farming because the water, because in hilly areas there is a too much rain, and the rainwater very easily flow down. Okay, that's why the farmers in this region, they are doing terrace farming. Okay, and the slopes are cut to make large flat steps by the farmers, and potato like that, rice, wheat, these type of crops they are grow easily. Okay, I think this thing is clear now. Then these area have some narrow passages are called passes. In this ranges, the passes are found. What is the meaning of this word passes? Passes, it is a natural and man-made, and it is useful to cross the mountain range. Okay, here I am showing some pictures in your book. These passes are found in Jammu and Kashmir. Look at here, everyone in your book. Look at here. Here is the both side mountains, and in this between there is a one way. This is used to cross the mountain range. Okay. In the Jammu and Kashmir, there are Banihal Pass, Bomdila Pass, and Rohtang Pass. Okay, and the Sipikila Pass, it is situated in Himachal Pradesh, along with the Nathula Pass in Sikkim are the some important passes, and it is useful passes in our country. Okay, and people use these passes to cross the mountains ranges. Okay, and in the Ladakh, Khartungla Pass, it is the longest pass, and it is motorable also. Okay, then third one is the range is Shivalik range, and these passes all of you learn it from your book, just I am told you. Okay, then next is the Shivalik range. The Shivalik range and the lower Himalayas. Okay, the Shivalik range lies the lower part of the Himalayan region. It has only low-lying hills. This area is received very heavy rainfall. It means the Shivalik range, it is received heavy rainfall. These are the important features from this part. Okay, so write down these things in your rough copy. Don't write anyone in your fair copy. Okay beta. Then Shivalik range, this part is received very heavy rainfall. Okay, very heavy rainfall. People in this part practice terrace farming, and they grow many types of fruits like that, apples, palms and pears. The hill slopes are covered with thick forest. Thick forests are found in the Shivalik ranges, and it means there is a thick forest. That's why in this part very high rainfall, and many wild animals are like that. Tiger, leopards, bear, crocodile are found in this Shivalik range. Okay, I think these things are clear now. Then move to the next fourth point. Number 4 range is Tarai, and in some books that part is included also in Shivalik range. Okay, Tarai is also a part of lower part of Shivalik range, and in this book, in your book, this is the 4th zone. That's why I am here telling you this Tarai. Okay, Tarai and marshy land. It is a marshy land. Okay, the foothills of Shivalik are called Tarai. If anyone asking what is Tarai, it means foothills of Shivalik range. Okay, is called Tarai. Shivalik range is called foothills of Shivalik range is called Tarai, and in some books this part is also included in Shivalik range. Understand? There is no confusion. Tarai region is a part of your state Uttar Pradesh, UP and Uttarakhand. UP I am right now here in short. UP and Uttarakhand. It is a part of UP and Uttarakhand. It received very high rainfall. A large part of this area was once marshy land and had thick forest. It's a marshy land. Marshy, it means there are grow many grasses and thick forest. In Uttarakhand, Jim National Corbett Park is situated in Uttarakhand. Thick forests are found. Thick forest. Okay, marshy land here is I am missing now. Marshy land and thick forest are found. Okay, and where is the Jim National Corbett Park is situated? It is situated in the Uttarakhand. This region has many national parks and the wildlife sanctuaries. What is the meaning of national park? National park. National parks, it is a natural place where the natural wild animals live freely. Okay, it is a natural habitat, natural home for wildlife, for wild animals. Okay, many natural parks and wild sanctuaries are found in this Tarai part. Jim National Corbett National Park is situated in Uttarakhand. It is famous for its wildlife. Okay, these things are clear now. And what is the importance of Himalayan region? We have read about what is Himalaya, what is the zone, and highest peak in the world, and what is the importance of our country. What is the importance of Himalayan region? Importance. Okay, Himalayan region for our importance for our country. First is, it is a natural, in the starting I told you, it is the natural wall in the northern border of our country. It means it is a guard against two enemies in north direction. Understand first point. Then second is the rain bearing monsoon clouds strike against the Himalayas, causing rain in this area. It protects us from cold winds from the north direction. It means north direction से जो भी ठंडी हवाएं आती हैं, it protect them. Okay, to protect the cold wind coming from coming from which direction? North direction. Cold wind coming from north direction, it protect. Himalayan region is protected. It is a guard of our country from the north direction. It receive coming from the Himalayas, carry the fertile soil from the mountain region to the plains. And it provide the forest provide us to valuable wood and herbs. Okay, and these forests are provide wildlife natural habitat to animals. They have many hill stations which are visited by many tourists from everywhere. Okay, that's why the Himalayan region is very important to our country. Okay, I hope all things are clear now, and each and everything is clear for you. Okay, if you have any problem, any doubt, you can ask me. That's all, students.